It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm not finding them on the wiki.
They're part of technological gear.
I got technological weapons. Okay, equipment.
Oh yeah, gravity clip. Damage from the hit resolves as if the weapon were one size category larger. That's for melee weapons. Laser sights is a +1 insight bonus to attack rolls. Ion tape. It is basically double-sided duct tape, and then when you put an electric charge through it, it welds the two objects together. A zip stick just creates a small electric charge.
Which you can
How long?
in conjunction with the ion tape.
Yes.
Like, is it an infinite thing, or...
That brings me to the batteries. Things that run on electricity have a energy capacity, which gets recharged through batteries. In character, he says, I usually provide 10 batteries gratis with any purchase, but I do recommend stocking up. I'll put it this way, the only thing less likely than finding someone other than me who can recharge these things is finding someone who would.
Fair enough. Alright, well then let's say this. Say I would want to buy a laser sight, a roll of this ion tape, a zip stick, and 30 extra batteries on top of the 10 you give. How much would that run me?
Alright, I should probably just put prices.
Also, if you would like, and perhaps something that would help us both, I can perhaps work out a deal, since I see you also have mundane equipment, to help restock some of the things that would help the crew in terms of general dealing with the hazards, such as filtration masks, air bladders, and so forth, if that something finds you.
I have some of the finest gas masks you'll ever see.
Good. We need them. We dealt with a situation just a week ago, and it was pretty harrowing.
That's because you're a dwarf.
Trust me, you should have seen what was down there.
Yeah, that went really wrong.
Oh man, that laser sight's super expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive for +1.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, well that leaves me a lot.
Yeah, if you don't have precise shot, that's actually kind of nice.
Think about it. You could get a laser sight on the gun that you put into your robot arm.
I mean, the thing is, I have about, let's see, I have...
For only 14,000.
About 12,000 gold. So, I mean, like, that laser sight would take up 2/3 of that. Is there any chance I could try to haggle him down a bit?
You could try. Make like some kind of social skill.
How about this?
Oh god, dwarves have...
Hello, Mr.
Dwarves have...
No. Here's what I'm thinking. Since I don't have any social skills, I'm going to try and work as a captain would. How about this? I make an agreement to mass buy equipment from you. Mundane gear to outfit my soldiers and sailors, so that they are more equipped to deal with situations in hands. And in turn, from, say, buying in bulk, you maybe give us a little discount, possibly. As, while indeed you make good gear and good equipment, and I would be happy to buy, it's just certain things are a tad pricey for people of our wealth.
You mean the laser sights, don't you?
Well, yes, they're very expensive. And they're very interesting. He seems fascinated by the laser.
I guess I could see my way to knocking 2,000 off of them.
Wonderful.
Friend prices.
Of course, and I would shake his hand. I do think we can definitely work something out. If you would like, I can keep coming back here to do trade deals if you so desire. In fact, if we find any strange, perhaps scientific objects on our travels, perhaps you'd like to see them.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. What was this guy's name again?
Phineas Oswald.
I like how we went from I'm gonna pistol whip the crap out of this guy to let's make it
shiny. How about some perception checks?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm also making let me make a sense motive also while doing this.
Yeah.
But I'll make the perception first, and I will activate my cunning senses.
That was a perception, Ellen, by the way.
All right, so Dark Arts and Brendan, you sort of you notice a movement behind his desk as a tiny little construct walks up from underneath the desk and up onto the top of it.
What is this?
My ears.
After screaming that,
it's a
Ted
little-
just sort of pauses and looks over at the Inquisitor with this look of, is she always like this?
Rumble
I
looks
kind-
tired. He looks very.
I can look at him like, yep, this, my friend, is part of what you've gotten yourself into.
It's a little change counter.
It's a door. I start touching it and picking it up and looking under it and trying to oh my god!
Those of you who rolled above 30 and were not distracted by the change counter robot, you notice something that looks a little bit out of place. On one of the shelves is a book with an unmarked spine in tattered leather binding.
Cthulhu?
Okay.
It's not made of skin, is it?
No, it's made of leather.
That is
people
technically-
leather.
Let's see.
No, like cow leather.
Which was once cow skin.
Oh gosh, no, it's not high enough. Let's see. Let's see. What am I gonna do? I notice it. Walk over to it, and look up, and I ask Mr. Oswald, may I?
Oh, by all means.
Okay, so I take the book off the shelf and I open it up to the title page.
It's titled Book O' Heresies.
It's just a big old book of heresies by Paula Dean. It's got Paula Dean and chaos marine armor on the front, just butter for the butter god.
It is Slaneshi Paladine fiction.
It's,
I immediately.
No. It's
I mean, it's hard to imagine. Would Paula Dean fall under Slaanesh domain or Nurgle?
Slanesh XS.
Yeah.
It's true, but I mean, deep fried butterballs sounds like something Nurgle would enjoy.
He would enjoy them, but Slanesh would be the one making them. Anyway,
It would turn Slaanesh on.
Well, what doesn't?
Good point.
all right. So
This is a disgusting conversation.
the book appears to be a journal. There's no name written within, but it describes. It chronicles a journey across the world. And, one entry sticks out to you in particular.
Yep.
It describes. It doesn't say the name of the person who wrote it, but it describes a cave that this person entered, and found within that he turned a corner and found that the wall had closed behind him. He traveled through this pitch black cave, his torch barely managing to reach more than 10 feet away from him. All the while
you see a
hearing,
Yeti. Go to page 17.
Turn to page 5. But all the while hearing primal, bestial sounds and moans from adjacent passages around him. before eventually just sort of stumbling his way to the exit of the cave and fleeing.
I'm holding this little
I took
mechanic
I
thing.
take the book and I said, "Hey, Captain, take a look at this. Doesn't this seem kind of
Forgotten I
familiar?"
had that.
What?
I'd forgotten I had that.
Wait, let me take a look at that. And you are right, actually. That cave. Isn't that the
Yeah,
the place in that small town where that hero went?
yeah. Huh.
Excuse me, do you mind if we take a look at this tome really quick?
Well, means it was left here by a customer about, God, that'd have to be about 8 months ago.
8 months.
I would nod and start flipping through it, looking for information.
Did the man have an odd name?
No, I didn't ask.
Was he like a warrior type?
No, he looked like a monk. I mean, he mentioned something about traveling the world looking for the font of all knowledge. Some insanity is that?
You're an alchemist. Wouldn't you enjoy that sort of thing? No. Strongman hero. Yes.
I'll sell you one of those change counting constructs if you like.
I'm holding it like I would like a teddy bear in like my arms in front of me. This is adorable.
I swear to God, if you guys leave here with the same number of arms that you came here with, I'm gonna be real disappointed in all of you.
Look, I'm considering.
He's going to now make every fucking NPC have sunder arms as an ability, and he's getting rid of arms.
Sunder arm.
Okay.
I mean, Owen, you cannot tell me you've at least thought about it.
Worthy of note, I thought about it, but worthy of note is that you can get implanted weapons without getting cybernetic arms.
Oh, ew.
And you can get melee weapons implanted as well, but I think they have to be pretty small.
Owen.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
If I stuck a laser sight onto my armor on my arm, could I get this bonus to my blasts?
Are you saying you're into laser sight? You're fucking
Probably.
Laser
You
sight.
throw that out from the palm of your hand, right?
Out of context, D&D, here we go.
We're gonna
Are you strapping laser sights to your fist?
Put a laser sight on your wrist. Become the Terminator.
Become
so in
Iron
character, Alexandria would be like, okay, I need to know so much about this arm thing, because I might want one. Out of character. The gun, what kind of damage does that do? How many rounds does it hold?
He can implant whatever kind of gun you want, but it does have to be
really?
one-handed.
Okay. That actually is good to know.
You want a dragon pistol? You want a revolver?
I think revolver.
He'll even offer to implant a weapon that you own. He'll have to disassemble it a little, but
see, that's the thing. It said here reloading takes a full round.
So I mean, you gotta pop out
consideration.
your arm, which is kind of gross. That would be pretty gnarly.
Yeah, no, I mean, getting an implanted revolver would be a pretty sound idea.
Does that add on to the cost?
Not a single part of that sounds sound.
Tancred sort of cocks his head to the side and says, Master, what's his name? Hang on.
Dr. Phineas Wildoff. Wait, no, Phineas Oswald.
Master Oswald, you talk about replacing your arms, and while as amusing as that would be, I have this slight issue and my character's skin turns to stone.
Oh, do you need to run into work?
I kind of need all of my appendages for what I do. However, I was wondering if, and his armor. Sorry, I just got a message from someone.
Okay, I believe you.
And then the next thing that happens is armor suddenly, or by his armor, his clothing suddenly turns into a suit of mithril full plate.
Oh, hi there.
And he holds out his arm and says, "That laser sight. Do you think you could find some way of attaching it to my arm so that I might be able to do what I do better?"
Okay.
Well, the coin counter is kind of amazing. I do kind of want to buy that.
This is about his response. All right, so yeah, he would take you over to the main ship, which is huge.
Okay, so after buying the laser sight, 5 rolls of ion tape, 3 lighters, 3 zip sticks, 20 extra batteries on top of the 20 he's going to give me. Honestly, part of me wants to kind of like joke of gaming the system because he was giving me 10 free batteries with each like lighter or zip stick. Just keep buying more zip sticks and lighters. It's cheaper than the batteries. The batteries are 100 gold a pop.
You would set an upper limit of like 50.
I mean, if he does set an upper limit, that's more than I was going to buy. Because I mean, I'm buying 3 zip sticks and 3 lighters. I could then just buy an extra 10 batteries and in turn drop 1,000 gold off the price. Would that be all right, Owen?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm still spending 7,000 gold.
Well, I want to be pretty generous with these batteries because they're pretty hard to find from anyone who isn't him.
Exactly.
Like I am gonna ask you to keep track of this ammunition.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Go, Sonny!
But yeah, he would take you over to the larger ship. A handful of less adorable constructs would assist with the surgery.
I'm still enamored by him. So, is this going to hurt like so much?
Oh, savagely!
He's cutting your arm off, Dark.
You're all in the waiting room and you just hear screaming.
All I can think of is like that fucking scene from Meet the Medic, like his scalp popping out, like, oh man, you would not believe how much this hurts.
No. He would give you anesthesia.
Yeah.
I come out of surgery.
Hey, how many fingers am I holding up?
And you just like hold like
face looks funny.
By the way, Owen, I have a waterproof sack. Like that's an item I can buy. I grabbed one of those from the ship and stored the batteries in that. Actually, wait, no. I know perfectly where I could store these. I have a fucking Pathfinder pouch.
Hey.
Just fill it full of batteries.
Yeah. Don't microwave them.
There's no such thing as a microwave, but okay.
That you know of.
I mean, he probably has one.
I mean, he probably has microwave burritos.
If there's anyone to have it, it's him.
But yeah, that means that I now have like those batteries are safe because that's an extra dimensional space. Like, do you know how Pathfinder pouches work? They're amazing.
Eh.
They're basically a little pouch, like a normal like belt pouch, but they act as an extra dimensional space that you can use to smuggle items because they only appear when a command motion is done.
Oh, do I have that rapid reload?
Oh, I'm so glad that one of you took the cybernetic arm.
I'm glad I saved the money. Because even with the amount I'm getting from this is still super expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm out of surgery. This hurts so much. I still have.
Before surgery, Tancred would ask if there was a practice range.
No, by all means.
All right, I'm gonna have to step out for a little while now, guys.
Which part of the
Be right
ship
back.
have I? Which part of the All right, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go flip my laundry too. So
Let's see. Which part of the ship have I? Was the?
Without a door?
Where the hell is Harry?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, how long have you been here?
It's like for a minute now.
I have arms.
Well, no. Now you have an arm.
Somebody actually built their house up here.
All right. We'll have Medic drop back in a little bit.
Remember when they
So about the book.
The book of the mysterious man.
Has no name actually.
Like, obviously, Brendan, you weren't there at the time, but I'm assuming this rings one or two bells for Rumblegrass.
Yes, it does.
Not a pretty bell either.
Oh God, did I even name that town?
Probably.
Welcome to my world.
Naming things.
So yeah, for everything I've bought and everything I've done, I have about the same amount of gold I started with, so like 2,000. So sweet.
Yeah.
All my money's spent up.
But now you have lasers. Oh yeah. So he would tell you that the book was left here by a customer, some Traditsian monk-looking guy. Claims to be looking for the library that contains all knowledge. I don't put too much stock in that, but if you're curious, he went off towards the town of Zenith. It's far, far south into the tundra. All right. Well, at any rate, so y'all finish up shopping.
Yep.
Harry?
Yes, I am done shopping for now as well. I've got all the stuff I want.
Yeah. He thanks you most generously.
I mean, have we got a chance to test any of this stuff to make sure it actually works?
Oh yeah, it's all above board. Like,
Okay. Because I don't want to, like...